I'm trying to stop share. Okay, I think I'm stopping the share. Okay, so you can invite. So now I'm trying to.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me. All right, host disabled attendee screen sharing.
Okay, so let me go. Share. Host.
Let me hold on. I gotta get my dog a treat because he
Hey,
needs his treat.
Galen, welcome. Host to share. Okay, I fixed that. Let me see if I need to. Edwin, did any message come through and say that I was here online now, or do I need to send out a message letting people know I'm here now?
Oh, I just saw the message from earlier. So
Okay,
I didn't see anything like within the last few minutes.
okay. So let me go ahead and try to send something out.
All right, let's see.
Galen, are you on your oh yeah, you driving right now. And I wanted to show you guys how I got all my levels. So these levels are locked. And I love them.
Okay.
And they are
Madison, move, please.
um
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Were you back testing on just Sundays at?
I back test on Saturdays.
No, what I mean, like when you
Oh
were doing
yeah.
your back testing, were you choosing like
Yeah.
Sundays or just any random
I was
day of the week?
choosing Sundays.
Oh,
So yep, I was only choosing Sundays just to see what's going on. And most of the time, and you can just expect Sundays, we based off of my research, we just happen to go up most of the time. Most of the
yeah.
time we go up, and then around 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. it'll come back and then get ready to go back up again. So if that's another thing, just start back testing, like, specific days, like, because I know Sunday and Mondays they're
Okay.
connected. Okay, hold on, let me send out a message. um
So I went as far back as. Oh, no, that's not it. Why is it being this way? I'm gonna choose a different date because 125 08 14. Let's do this. 17. And you said it shows up at close to midnight to 1 o'clock in the morning.
It'd be like between 1 and 3, because that is, so 12 p.m. is the end of Asia session. Remember, I was teaching you guys about the different session times. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you were on when I was teaching that, but the different session times, like, those matter. So Asia is from, let's just say, 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. And then 12 a.m., like, it starts to transition into London session, because remember, Asia sets up everything. It pretty much gets it sets it up. And then London, it comes and does the manipulation or whatever. And
Yeah.
so London comes, and, like, I've just noticed around 1 a.m., the hour it happens, like the hour CCI starts to set up. So yeah, but sometimes it can happen before that, right? But a lot of the times, if I waited, if I say I'm not gonna trade, if I only want to stick to the 1 hour setup, then I was noticing that it came at about one. Like, look at this. Well, let me send out this minute. Hold on. Live
All right.
now. Put this link. Hey Tamika, somebody just what she put. Hey girl. Copy invite. Are you about your computer, Tamika, by chance?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Before I let me send this out. Um, and I did before please don't let me forget to tell y'all what the numbers are that I am expecting us to like what's about to happen when the market opens. Well, my trade idea. And okay, just get this out. And then I'm gonna show y'all how to do the top-down analysis like for today and how I got what I think is gonna happen so that when it's time for you to do it, you can be understanding exactly what I'm doing. All right. Okay, so let me share my screen again and just show you the Monday. All right, so this is the hour chart. So this is the 5 minute. I just want to see. So this middle one right here that we're on is the hour chart. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just pressing the calendar down here. And
Right.
I am going to, I don't know if this was today or what. I think the 17th one was the only one that really went down, I think, out of all of them. So this might not be the one I'm looking for. But let's see.
Mads, if you don't move,
Okay,
I swear to
here
God.
it is. Here it is. Right. It is the 17th.
So,
So look, you guys see I'm on the hour chart and you see the CCI strategy down here, right?
mm-hmm.
I just made my everything thicker. And look, it's at 12 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
The next candle.
Where does it that cross?
Yeah. Like right, any one of these, 12 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and 1 a.m. You see how we got to move up. So if you would have just got in, put your stop under here, it went up. This is like, because each one of these green zones, this is 20 points. The middle is 20 points too. So this from here, let's just imagine if we would have got in down here, let's just say here. This is 384 up to this next zone, 384 all the way here, which this is a big move. 384 to 552, 84. That's like 80 points.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. And guess what? 40 points. So that's basically 200%. So if you were trading with 50, you would have made what? 100. So they ain't, I feel like it should be more than this because this is 20 points. This is way more than that. Because 20 points should be 200%. This is like a 4-to-1. Here, let's do this replay. So look, this is how you do. Remember, look at everything. You see the squeeze happening? Everything is happening here. Y'all see the squeeze
Mm-hmm.
and everything is happening. This is the perfect play. Do a retest. I mean not a retest, a replay. I'm just gonna press this. Okay. Leave our stop. You can look to the left to find where your stop should be, or you can use the amount of money that you wanna, lose. Like that's all I want to put, and that's where my stop
Mm.
should be. So let's just say,
Back up.
okay, let's just say even if we put it here, our next spot. You see that? I got 2 micros. That's $100. So yeah, it's like a 4-to-1. You see, the opportunity is to make $445 with that $100. Press play. Let's see if the stop gets hit or not. Okay, we up 39 ticks. So look, this is happening while you can put this on while you're sleeping. Like I put my alert there. Well, you can bring your computer in the room with you. That's what I used to do sometimes. And then set an alert and it'd be loud enough to wake me up. And then I just press the button and then set my TP and my stop and I go back to sleep. And then when I wake up in the morning, I look to see did it hit my stop loss or my take profit. and that's it. So we obviously know.
Can you set an alert to do a buy at that?
Yeah, like a buy limit, like so it can
Yeah,
put you in a trade. Yes, you can. Hey, Juanita, welcome. Yes, you can. Absolutely. You know how to do it?
I think so.
Hey Jasmine, I'm just hopping in.
Okay.
Um, I understand the concept, what you're saying.
Hmm.
I just need to know is what we watching is what we should be doing for tomorrow.
So tonight is going to be the live trade. We're going to take a trade today if we see a setup. So yeah. So I'm gonna have to be like my schedule is changing, and we're gonna have to be doing our live trades on Sunday. Are you able to make these?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be more so around this time. The market opens at 5 p.m. tonight. And I
it's
likely, huh?
it's 5 p.m. already where I'm at.
Well, it's 6 p.m. for you then.
Okay.
So it's in about, yeah, 6 p.m. for you. Hey, Alex. So we're just here right now, just getting ahead of the market before we can get everything set up. One thing I don't like, and it brings me stress, is when you rush to the market, like it's about to open, and you just, and you're not ready. I don't like
Right.
it. It really, it makes me anxious. I don't like it at all. So yeah, this is around the time we're gonna be coming to the market to get a trade. So okay. So what was I saying before this, Monica?
Setting up the alert to do a buy
Okay.
at.
Yeah. So with that though, you're gonna have to set an alert for your entry. Or you can say, like for me, I do the entries like if say for instance, if I already saw something like this, like
Mm-hmm.
here, hold on. Know if you can see, like right in here, if this already happened and then a pullback was happening, I would then set in put a buy limit like right here and say, um, this is a sell limit. I'll put it right here, like above that last rejection, because I'm like, if we push above this last green candle that was right
Mm-hmm.
there, I know we're going up.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I will set a buy limit, but it's kind of hard. Or you can do it right here, like it makes sense, but at the same time, you don't have a guarantee that we're gonna go up right here because it could come right here and come back down, right?
Right.
So but it's up to you to try it out and see, right? Try it out and
Mm-hmm.
see. So you can probably, I would still say set an alert at a level. Don't put the buy limit there yet. Set
Just
the
put the
alert.
alert
Yeah.
at negative wherever, and then check the phone, and then just put the buy if it's
Yep.
reading out.
Yep.
Okay.
So, but also you got to understand this. Sometimes, say for instance, you come to the market late or the move already happened. That happened to me so many times. I'd be like, dang, like I'm waiting
Mm-hmm.
on it, and then now it already happened. Now I'm just trying to get in where I fit in, kind of a
Mm-hmm.
thing. And when you do that, sometimes you can end up losing a trade because you missed the move,
Right.
and now you're really trying to force it. So,
Mm-hmm.
so that's a thing you got to decide. Like, dang, if like even right here, okay, if we push past this area, now you see how it came down right here. But imagine if this we didn't know what happened here. Imagine that we were at this candle, and you're like, okay, because look at the CCI is set up. Everything is set up to continue, right? It looks like it
Mm-hmm.
could continue. But now you got to look to the left and figure out, like, okay, we got some resistance here. If I was to put a limit order here, where would I want to put it? Like, so you don't want
Mm-hmm.
to put it just right above. You want to try to find like, and sometimes it won't make sense. If it don't make sense, then leave it alone, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, let me put it, look to the left. If I put it above right here, this candle, because you want to see like, because it could stop right here. You're looking at all these little resistance things, and look where it
Mm-hmm.
stopped. Look at that candle. You're looking deep in here. Like, look at this candle,
It
and
stopped at where that wick was.
yep, exactly. Stopped exactly where that wick was. So If you really got to look. If it's looking like it's too hard, then just leave it alone. Like I just need to wait, you know? We want trades. This is what I was telling somebody. You want trades where it's like a blind man can see that this is
Right.
what's about to happen. If you struggling too hard to see if it's gonna work, just leave it alone because you want some easy stuff. We want these trades should not be hard. If it's hard, then we is wrong. It should not be hard, especially with the 1 hour CCI. So what was I gonna say? So here's what I'm thinking, you guys. And Alex, I want to say thank you to Alex because he reminded me. Like sometimes y'all help me too stay reminded. So me and Alex got on a one-on-one what is it? A Zoom call, and I saw his chart and he had all of his levels like already placed out, right? I think I
Mm-hmm.
must be missing one. And I think he got it because we were on live one time and we are talking about how on the 4 hour chart, the zones are about 20 points, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so we basically I will find like a level and start doing 20 points out. And that's what I did. And then I just pressed copy and then I just pasted them. And then so I put 20 points and then I would count 20 points up and then put the next one. This is 20 points. So all of them are between 20 points. Okay. So sometimes and what I was finding is majority of the time our trades are coming from because this is a supply and demand concept. So our trades are lining up with my levels. So if I'm in the middle of a trade, like something like this is not ideal for me
Mm-mm.
because it's really not at a demand level. It's in the middle. You see, it still work though, but at the same time, it's not my favorite. I'm not extremely excited about that. I want to see something at the bottom of a zone, or I want to see something sitting on top of a zone, like something like this, like it then came up and pulled back, and now it's here. Okay. And then let me show you. This is what I was showing Alex. Let me just draw this just so y'all. I mean, I think you guys should know this, but just in case. So let's get a horizontal line here and make it thicker. Let's see, style and make it thick. And then I'm gonna try to find a, let's see if I can find, I guess let's see if this works. Let's see. Okay, perfect. This works. Okay. How do I undo this? Okay. So what I want you guys to understand, like when we are coming with supply and demand, support and resistance, whatever. And I think obviously we know this, but you can lose trades this way if you don't allow price to do whatever. Imagine that price is coming up, right? Price is coming up. Um, Price is coming up. It's trending up. You looking for your entry. Now price hits this level. This level is the ceiling, right? But we know we waiting on this level. We want to see price get to this level. But before we could get into the trade, even though it hit your level, it has to do a pullback because it's the ceiling, right? It has to because if you get in right here, you are gonna get in and immediately you're gonna be in the red. It's not because you're wrong. It's just that you got in where it was at the ceiling and now it needs to pull back. So now you're going to be in the red. So this is even though it will go back up, a lot of times it will if you are, in the right alignment with the higher time frame, it will, but you got in where it was the ceiling. This is what we want to see. We want to see something more like this so that we can avoid being in too much drawdown. You want to see something like this, where if it's coming up, right, we want to see it come up and it can do a few things, come up and resist and then go back up. Okay. And then once it passes this level, now you can get in, right? Like that. That's one way. The other way is you want to see it do something like this. If it's coming up, break through, then come back, and then now this is now the floor, right? And now now you can get in right here. Now, because you already seen it pull back. Now you're more safe. Now you're more safe because it's now already at the floor. Okay, so now you could get in right here, or if you want to be a little bit more safer, you can get in when it passes that last rejection. So on the checklist, when I be saying price pass last rejection, that's the last rejection. This is just a worse, like a risk to reward, because now you got to put your stop loss underneath here, which is more money you're risking. This is a better entry, but at the same time, it's a little like if it came back down, say for instance, it got here and it decided to come back down, you would lose less. So that's why this is better. But if you do something like this for me is a little bit like, yes, my stop loss is bigger, but it makes me feel like, okay, if we got past that last spot, I know we're going back up. So it gives me more confidence. So now it's up to you to decide, what's your risk tolerance. Do I like it better down here so that if it did come down, my stop loss would be very small, so I would lose less? Or do I just want to wait and pass here, and then, even though I will make less money, it's just more in my favor that it will continue to go. So those are two options with that. Let's see if it's so with our strategy. And what time is it? Before what's the name? With our strategy, what we see a lot is the down strategy, right? And you see how coming from where's this path? Coming from here, right? We got the here, bounce up, come back down and go here, right? So here's what it would look like if I was drawing this. This is what likely what happens. It comes down, it hits this level, now it bounces up. Okay, so because we got the pulling down, it hits this level, it bounces up. Now, okay, it bounces up, right? Now we want to make it retest because it already got to the level. Now we want to retest it. Boom. Okay, if it come back to this level again and it can't get through here, then that's when we know, oh, it's cracking. It can't get through here, because that is why we wait for the retest, because stuff be bouncing and then keep going. But if it comes here and bounce and stay, and it can't, when it's trying to get through here, it's like it can't. You see price starting to do more stuff like, oh, I think I stopped it. I don't know how to make it continue. Have to get another one. If you see price trying to do more stuff and it keeps and it's holding, oh yeah, it's cracking. So now you got more of an opportunity for it to actually go where you're trying to go, because it keeps coming down here and it can't. So that's what we like to see, and that's what the retest is about. Okay, for those who don't know, I know a lot of y'all already know that, but it's important to understand. You don't want to, because this is how you can lose. And I think next week I'm gonna try to show y'all a lot of ways, the ways that you can lose with this strategy. But if you're doing it on a higher time frame, it's gonna be hard to lose when you trading this on a higher time frame. It's easier to lose if you trading it on a lower time frame only, because you don't know if you in the right alignment. But if you trading it on the hour, it's hard to lose. If you trading it on the 4 hour, it's hard to lose because price is in your favor anyway. Okay. So once again, whenever you're getting in a trade, if we are trending up and you're trying to wait for your entry, you have to wait for it to go through the level. Do not get in just because it got right here, because you will instantly be in drawdown. You want price to look like this. I'm just saying it again. Hold on. You always want to make sure it comes above here and sits on here.
Quick question.
Go ahead.
Are we waiting for the retest on the 1 hour, or are we waiting on the retest on the smaller time frames?
Yeah, so you're not waiting on the retest on the 1 hour. Nope. And the thing is, when you are on the 1 hour, I don't even be waiting on a retest, because the 1 hour is strong.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's strong. It's strong enough. So and this is when I back test. This is another way to back test, y'all. So you see, I got four screens up. I was looking at, I want to see the alignment with all of them, right? You probably don't have to go all the way to the weekly. I just wanted to see what would happen. But if you want to start at the daily, like imagine this is the daily. I'm gonna make this my 4 hour. I'm gonna make this my 4 hour. I'm gonna make this my 1 hour. And then I'm gonna make this my 5 minute or my 15. You can, if you go super way back, like some years back, because I was back testing some years, like 2024, and you can't do the lower time frames when you get that far back. But if you are just back testing the last few weeks, the last few Sundays, whatever, you can see what it's like. So now I like to see. So now I'm gonna go here. The 17th, I think the 17th, like I was saying, I think this was the one a week where it was not trending up. This was out of all of them that I've been looking at, this was the only one that was more bearish, I think. Or maybe not. Okay. I also noticed something else from back testing when with the CCI on the higher time frames. Okay, so this is the 1 hour, I mean 1 day. So I'm on the 17th. I keep going back to the 17th, and then that is the candle. So I'll go and grab my little where is it at? Paintbrush. Let me get this tool. I'll go and grab my little arrow tool, and then I mark, and you can see at the bottom of my screen, I see the day. Monica, weren't you asking about the day? If you could get the date on your thing?
Yeah, I see it now.
Got it? Okay.
Sometimes it shows up and sometimes it don't. It
Okay.
just depends.
Yeah, mine never did. I had to go and click it to turn it on. I didn't even know it could do that. So here's my daily candle, and I'm just looking at it to see, like, okay, it was at the bottom of a zone, whatever. So, okay, and then if I go here on my 4 hour, I'm gonna go to the calendar and do the same thing. And then it's showing me that this is the 4 hour count candle. I'm just going to grab this again. So Sunday, and it says Sunday at 5 p.m. just so I can remember which candle this is. Okay, 4 hour candle. And then when I'm doing this, I'm looking at the CCI. So that when I am in real life doing my top-down analysis, I remember like what's going on the CCI during this time. You see, it's down here. It's down here on the daily. It's not down there though. I'm just glimpsing. I'm not trying to study nothing. I'm just noticing, right? Just noticing. So that's the 4 hour. Now I'm going on the 1 hour. I'm gonna go back to the 17th. Okay, and this is the 1 hour candle. And if ever it goes away, you can't see it. Just hit it again. Okay, it's this candle. This started at 5 p.m. Okay, so and look, we're trending down, right? So now that I see that we're trending down, but still I got a green candle at 5. This is 6 at 5 p.m. This lets me know the open. It opens at 5 p.m. So price it shot up. This is a 20-point move on the open. Okay, so we're here. What is the CCI doing? We're under here. I started looking at the and if you can see on the hour, our strategy is not there on the hour. It's not there. So really, if like I'm saying, if I'm really choosing to trade the hour strategy, it's not there. It's not there yet. But look, it got here. It got here at 1 a.m. and that's where the move happened. So it's up to you if you want what you want to trade. The opens, you really have to understand, like, am I going to be patient to get a bigger move, or do I want to, focus on the open to capitalize on that because I'm only going to be in the market for a little bit? You got to decide what kind of trader you want to be, right? So, or you like, man, I'm not going to be woke at 1 a.m. then you have to decide if this may not be for you for this one. Maybe I do need to focus more on the open. So now look, I got the hour there. I'm seeing that my setup is not there. I'm already knowing my setup is not there, right? Because I can clearly see it on the hour that it's not ready. And then I don't even have a squeeze. I don't have anything here. So it's not there. So let's drop down to the 5 minute on here. And let's just see how it's lining up. Okay. So this is the 5 minute. You see, look, we got that big push, which is equivalent to here. Now, why? Let's look at this closer. Why do we, even though the hour is not there, right? It's not there, but you got to understand, we got a few things that's making this happen. You see, we got a squeeze strategy happening right here. We got it's our strategy is there on the 5 minute chart. Our strategy is there on the 5 minute. We got this happening, we got the squeeze happening, and it does it. And this is a 20-point move. So for a person like right now, if we look at our chart right now, I think currently everybody look at y'all chart. Tell me if you see our CCI strategy happening. Is it in play on the 5 minute chart? Because what we have found, if it's in play on the lower time frame, even if it's not in alignment, if it's in play on the lower time frame during the open, you're going to get that push. It's going to happen because the open is some volume.
It's below
Yeah, I
negative
see it.
100.
What y'all say? Somebody, one at a time.
No, I was saying it's below negative 100 right now on the 5 minute.
Okay. So what do you think that, so learning what I just taught you about Sundays and all the back testing that I show, it showed that we get a push. Like it usually be trending up majority of the time from what I've seen. It's more likely than not we get price trending up on Sundays, and then we might get it come back down at 1 a.m. to get set up again, whatever. So what else? Anybody else felt? Alex, do you got the squeeze thing on your chart? You probably don't. I don't know if you do.
No, I have I'm not at home right now. I'm
Okay.
out. So I gotta let me put it on real quick. It's on my laptop. Hold on.
Okay. Anybody else? I thought I heard somebody else say something about the move.
That was me, Jasmine. I was just saying that it ended on Friday. It's below. It's not. It's the CCI is below negative 100.
On which time frame? 5 minute?
5 minute, yeah.
Okay, so I have mine up right now. Yep, it's below. So, and look at the Mac, well, the ADX and the PPO or the MACD, whichever one you got on there. And then since this market about to open in about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go over what I'm expecting. So we down here. It's looking like this could be a push up when the market open. Go to the 1 minute.
Yeah, it's coming up on the 1 minute.
So what does that indicate to you guys? At least in the when market open, it indicates that you guys tell me.
It looks like it's in a gap up.
Yep, it either gap up or some type of way is gonna go up. And sometimes it don't gap up, it just like will go up. So like when it first opened, I anticipate price opening up. It could gap up or it could maybe not make a gap but still end up going up. It's gonna be some type of push up. And if we did gap down, I'll be shocked if we gap down. But if we did gap down, I think price will be trying to move up. So what I'm gonna do is go. I'm so hungry. I'm not eating yet. All right. I'm gonna explain to you guys what I kind of think is going to happen today. So what I did was I can remove these, hide these trend lines, make them again. Okay, so I made a box today around the Friday candle, but for whatever reason, I feel like so I went to the daily. Remember the whole box thing? I like the box because it just allows you to understand where price, was at last week. I used to remember I had those. What is that thing called? The sessions. I put those on today, but let's just see if that's showing up.
Oh, it's called trading sessions.
Yep. What yet? Where they go? I just put them on. User defined error on bar. Oh, I want to read them. Oh no, it won't work. Arrow zero, the indicator can only be used in intraday time frame. Oh, come on, Dave. Okay, there we go. Okay. See what's going on real quick. Go to let's go to 15-minute chart. Okay, I'm on the 15-minute chart now. This was the morning session. This is the night session. Okay, it ain't really. I haven't been using this indicator lately, so it ain't even really in my mind what's going on with it. So I'm gonna put my thing back on. So okay. So do you guys did y'all draw y'all zones? So like every trading day, I mean, it's good for you to have your zones. Go to the 4-hour and draw your zones. But here's what I did here. I had already drew my zones. I drew these zones I think I was on the 4-hour when I drew these zones. And all I did to find these zones was, like I said, I think I went to my indicator, which was the CCI. And in the beginning, I think I just found like wherever it was starting. You can obviously see with your eyes, but if I go to the CCI, like where a strategy, started, it lets me know that is, demand level. And then I just did 20 points and then I just kept going up pretty much. And I wasn't trying to make it perfect and they just happened to line up good with each other. So I left it there. But the market's about to open in about 15 minutes. So if you don't have that right now, you don't try to do it right now. Just watch my screen as I explain to you guys how I got my analysis, what I'm thinking. So back to here. I'm gonna do it. Okay. So I got this big screen. So this orange spot is the daily candle. I went and grabbed this daily candle, this last candle. It says Monday. I don't know why it says Monday and not Friday, but it's the last candle.
That's what I noticed too. And I was like, am I tripping?
Right. I'm like,
No, hello? No. Friday,
the market was closed.
it says, huh?
Was the market was closed Friday earlier?
Yeah, for
It
Juneteenth.
was.
Oh yeah.
Yes, for Juneteenth. I
Oh,
think that's might be in it. That
yeah.
might be
Yeah.
contribution. I don't know.
It absolutely is. Yep. For sure. Because it did that for Martin Luther King when I was back testing. And I was like, what? How are we missing the candle? So
So
yeah,
are we gonna go off the Thursday candle then, or
go off of this last candle, this Monday candle, because it's really this. I don't know how it's saying Monday though. It could have just been saying Thursday. I don't know. I just went off this last candle,
okay?
the last red one. So we'll find out if we're right or not. I guess I am. Make it come down here. So you want to make that box around that candle, the top of that wick, and then the bottom of the wick. Because this Monday candle must have been, yeah, let's just use this candle for now. And then where did I get these levels from? What made me draw them? I drew them from something. It was something that made me draw these levels. What made me draw? I don't even remember what made me draw these levels, but it turned out to be matching up with what I was trying to do anyway. So okay, after you draw that box, all you want to do is take the numbers. Remember, so this is what I did. I took the numbers from the top and I just rounded up to about 80. So yeah, 7580. 7580 minus 7520, which equals 60, divided by 2 to get halfway between the candles, divided by 2, that's about 30, right? So all I did was go from the bottom. So 20 plus 30 is about 50. It's 50. So 50 would be like the middle of this range. So here's 50. Let's just say here. It's the middle of, so this will be basically the middle of the range. So with the top, with this whole box theory thing, and then let me tag this and make this say middle of the box. Let me make this orange. And the reason why I got these colors, hold on. I created a color scheme, trading time frame color coding guide. So for my daily, it actually should be green. I mean, it should be yellow. For my whatever I do on a daily, I want it to be yellow, just so I can know what's going on, like where I got stuff from. Whatever I do on the 4 hour, I got that as green. That's why I got these levels green, because I got all these levels from the 4 hour chart. So whenever I'm looking at stuff, I can understand where I got them from. So now that I'm getting this from the daily, I'm gonna make this the yellow. And I'm gonna say middle of the box. Okay, and oh, let's see it. Can you see this? Okay. Okay, and then so the whole idea when it comes to trading this whole box theory thing is that when price is above the box, and this is what from my experience with trading it on Sundays, when price is above the box, when we first learned about it, the lady was saying when price is at the top of the box, you want to go down. When price is in the middle of the box, she said you do nothing. When price is at the bottom of the box, you want to go up. So what I found is that like when price is above the top of the box and it starts getting back to around the middle of the box, based off because I use it on Sundays, we go up. We usually be staying above the box, right? Above the middle line. That's what I found, my experience on Sundays. So we're currently above this middle line. I know it might be hard to see, but I want to kind of keep it easy, like so I don't make it too dark. So we're above this middle line. And then whatever, I really don't remember where I got these levels from, these blue ones, honestly. But what I'm seeing is I think this is what I think. So we're on the 15-minute chart. If I do a top-down analysis, let's just say I'm doing a quick top-down analysis to see where we are in the scheme of the market right now. So if I start off on the weekly, I don't really see nothing that's really helping me here. But I do notice that we are above this middle line. As I've been back testing, I've been noticing the CCI, this 0 0 line. When price is above here on the higher time frame, we seem like we stay up. This is, more like some bullish action. So that's what I've been noticing when I was back testing on Sundays. Like even if price is not down here coming up, if it's above here, it was seeming like price was continuing to go up. Okay, so now on a daily, as you can see on a daily, we above this middle line too. And then if I'm looking at the candlesticks, remember, here was our strategy. I'm always looking at price from our strategy standpoint. Last time we saw this strategy, it was on a daily chart on the CCI. And it was here, and then our strategy, this was our take profit area. So we pushed up past here, now we're getting a pullback here. Now we're pushing up. I expect this is what I sense. And I'm not gonna trade nothing. I'm not gonna trade what I expect. I'm gonna trade what price is showing me. Okay. So this is also telling me that we could be coming back up. Okay. And then now I drop down to the 4 hour, look at our CCI. This is looking like our strategy. It's looking like our strategy is happening on the 4 hour. This is great. Great news for us. So coming up, now here's the pullback. So now I'm anticipating, okay, we came up here, we got the 4 hour here. The daily is above this negative 100. It already was here, it came down, got the push up. So now this 4 hour is looking good to me. Right? Boom. And then this was the top of the box. This is where it last came. So I'm anticipating we can at least try to get back up to here. That's 80, where we currently at. We're currently at, let's just say around 50. So we had 56. So that's almost another 20 points. So I can expect price might just gap up to here. If it don't gap up to here, I'm expecting us to stay around in here and try to push up to this level. What I'm on for. So I'm gonna make this green. Yeah, 5 minutes before it opens. I'm gonna say this could be a TP. And so if anybody is wanting to trade, you would need to pull up your stuff right now. Or you could wait for 6 p.m. That's another good time to trade. Like if you don't want to trade the open, you want to wait for stuff to settle because the open is like pretty fast. It's just like New York open. It's fast. So another good time is to just wait for it to settle around 6 p.m., which is my time, would be 7 p.m. your time if you're on ET. And 7 p.m. My time, which would be 8 p.m. your time. That's a good time. Okay. TP1. And then, so yeah, this green line would be TP1. Obviously, the next bottom of the zone right here would be TP2. And then, so we got 20 point zones. The top of here could be TP3, or we can break this in half. Let's see if we got, this is 20 points. You can see if it's a spot up here that's about, yep. 90, that's about right here. This could be a TP3. This is another 10 points. About right here. Big TP3. So I am going to find my phone. Market about to open in 2 minutes. Is anybody planning on taking a trade? Because I'm really in my back testing phase, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna take a trade today. Let me oh, I might.
I have a question before the market opens. You did the box on the 4 hour or the daily?
On the daily.
On the daily.
Mm-hmm.
Where did which time frame did you see that it bounced on the midline?
I just from the
Did
daily.
you see it on the 4 hour on the?
It's on the daily. You do the math halfway. So
Mm-hmm.
you get the numbers from the top of the box, and then you minus the top of the box from the bottom of the box, and then divide it by 2 to get to the middle of the line.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, and if you divide it by 2, so once you divide it by 2, it was like the math was equals 60. The top of the box minus the bottom of the box equals 60. I divided it by 2, it was 30, and then I went from the bottom of the box and counted 30. That's how I got this line. And then
Got
look,
it.
so now
Okay.
it's making sense. Like, look, we're down here on the 5 minute, and the 1 minute is there. So let's just see how it goes. We got 1 minute.
Okay.
And even if nobody takes a trade, I need you guys to see, like in real life, like how to get these levels and everything. So that's really what this is about. Because once you get your process, the money is going to come. I don't want people just rushing trying to get money, because then okay, market just opened. It gapped down. It gapped down.
I just got an alert on the crossing of a 1 hour
Of what the
CCI.
it ain't at the negative 100 or on what?
Negative 100 crossing up.
It ain't.
Wait, let me make sure because I got alerts for days.
Mhm. So look, we got the gap down. So that is a signal
Oh
to
no,
me
that was on the
about to
15th.
come back up. Let's see. So if anybody, let's wait for the price on what you say it was. Was it the 15?
It was a 15-minute
Yep.
false alarm.
I'm like, mine didn't say that. Okay, look where it gapped down to, right to a support level. Look to the left. It's matching this area, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna get in here on a paper trade just so we can see what's going on. This is an area to take the trade.
Can move right here.
Do this. Okay, let's see. So what I'm gonna do is we on the 1 minute. Let's see. I'm gonna set an alert for this right here on the 1 minute, and let's wait for it to get here. Get back up here. And if we can get back up there, I'll just enter the trade on this paper trade so we can watch it. Okay, let me get up more than one. Okay, on the hour. So our hour setup is, so if anybody, this is important when it comes to trading. Like, you got to really decide what you want to do. Like, am I only going to focus on the hour? And yes, the hour setup, like right now, is not there. So if I did only want to focus on the hour to take high quality trades, I would not be able to enter this trade. Is that what I want to do? Or do I want to take it like it's a battle. It's a battle in your mind. Like, which one? Do I want to do both of them? Do I want to do either? So with this, I would say I definitely feel like we're going to be trending up with this one. Let's let it get to this yellow line and then do one of those, like a pullback. This is a 15-second. But on Sundays, honestly, Sundays just be like slowly trickling up. Also, you guys, let's pull out that fib. Let me see. I was trying to remember, what did he say if we did it from the top to the bottom? Let's see. It reached the 50, almost the 50 there, pull back. So now let me see if I flip it around from the bottom to the top. I forget it every time. And I love the fib, and I still be forgetting it. Okay, so where did we pull back? I don't know. All right. So now we could be, I'm gonna just get in this trade and then put my stop loss underneath that last low. And then it's likely that we probably gonna be just trending up back through there. Let me see if how many minutes has it been? What time is it? Okay. Oh, my computer about to die. Okay, you guys, you see how, like what I was telling y'all about the crossing, like the pathway. Where is that thing? Gonna hit this level. So really what I would want to see is us to get through this level and do what I was telling y'all to do with this. I would want to see us get through here and then for it to, ooh, not that. Where's this little thing? I would want to see us basically come through here and get up here and then come back and sit so we can go back up. That's ideal. But sometimes that don't happen. And it'll probably do something. It can do this too. Like, okay, imagine it did this. And then come back down. And then just go through to the next level. I'm watching the 5-minute candle. It's hard being patient though, so that's why I might have to get up and walk somewhere. We'll set an alert. That's what I'm gonna do. Set an alert. Price to push up through there. Are you guys watching on y'all computer or looking at my computer?
I'm at work, so I'm looking at yours.
Okay. Tamika, how about you? Which one you doing? Your own or mine? Because even
For
if
me?
Tamika,
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm looking at both. I'm trying to look at both. I'm flipping between mine and yours and looking at your screen.
I want you to be able to look at yours. Like ideally, I want y'all to be able to look at yours so that you know, can understand.
Okay.
So if you
Yeah, I had messed mine up just a second ago. I'm trying to fix it.
notice, so I'm on a 1 minute chart. So now we are below the level. So price might be pushing back to the bottom of a zone. So this was the bottom of that candle. This was also right here. It's actually the bottom of the 4 hour zone. So now that we waited for price, now we don't want to do anything until we get to like a bottom of the zone. Like we get at some type of rest level. Could be here. It could be something. 30. And either way, if we get here, it's only 5 points from the bottom. Okay, we see price coming down. Let's see. Let's look at the higher time frame again, just to look in alignment and see. This is the hour. We look on right over here, you guys. It's the hour. Look at our setup, the CCI. So we might be getting the opportunity there. And you can see how clean it looks here. We could bounce off of this area or keep falling down. I got an alert set on the hour to be crossing down. So since it's so close, we might as well wait on it. Also the 1 hour though, sometimes I was noticing, sometimes it didn't get, well, not a lot, but sometimes it didn't get all the way, like right here. Look at right here. It can do a little bounce without getting all the way there. You guys can see this. Look on my hour chart. There we go. It kind of went down. This was a little bounce. So this could be an entry because we got super close to this. This could have been an entry, and then stop could have been underneath this level. That's a potential. So let's draw a trend line here. Set an alert on this trend line. Crossing up. And I also have an alert on the hour time, the hour thing. And keep in mind, you guys, with Sundays also, like I was just saying, 6 p.m. So like it's basically like the second hour of the open on Sundays, or with Asia, they say. But my back test has been showing too, like you can just wait until that first hour candle closes. So it'll be 6 my time, because right now it's 5:11. So it'll be 6 p.m. Let's see what this first hour candle do. And where's my TP stuff? Where's those? Put these on all of them. Okay, is it crossing on the hour? Okay. I need it to cross 100. Okay. Okay, so we got negative 100 on the CCI. It hit it. It didn't go below it yet, but it hit it. And we at the top of a zone. That's good news. So this could be a bounce area. So how many points if we bounce from here to? Okay, so this is a little sketch to me. So I'm looking at the MACD / PPO and the ADX. They coming together. They doing a little, the whole little pinch thing. So, oh, this is the 1 minute. Let me quit flipping back and forth.
Quick question: what's the difference between MACD and PPO? Is it just a different version of it?
Right. They the same. Like from my experience, they the same. I learned about the PPO first. I don't really know the difference. They look exactly the same and they do the same thing. So I just put the MACD on mine because it had less like things on it. Like sometimes the PPO
Less noise.
dot, it would have some dots and stuff on it that I would go have to remove. The MACD didn't have that. But
Mm.
I was also, when I was back testing our strategy, I was looking to see about the MACD and everything. And I did find, I definitely know, like you don't want to get in when the MACD is red. You don't want to do that. You don't want to get in for buys when it's red. So even if it's at a bounce level, you do not want to get in. You see how the MACD is still red? You don't want that. Like light red is fine when it starts to cross back up, but you don't want to get in when it's red. So
Unless you're doing a sell or
unless you're
not.
doing a sale, exactly, something like that.
Okay.
And then you don't want to do it. Go for buys when it's red. You do not. Somebody said something. But we are at a bounce level, so we see we're getting a little bounce. We're not past that trend line yet. And then I think we really could just wait for that 6 o'clock candle. Like wait for uh, this first hour candle to close. That might be what's happening. Let's see what else is going on. The 4 hour.
Which time frame that is? I can't see the screen.
Okay, hold on. Where's TP1? Which time frame is what? Is which one?
You're on right now.
I'm on two different ones. So this one over here is the 4 hour,
Uh-huh.
and then this one is the 5 minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
4 hour and 5 minute. Okay, okay.
And I just
Thank
keep
you.
bouncing through. So don't assume. So you might have to ask me multiple times because I always bounce through when I'm just trying to
Hmm.
make sure, like try to see where I am in regards to the market. Um,
Okay.
so wait, I don't
I understand.
something is missing in here. Something's missing right here.
So you have your trend line on the 1 minute for it to do the alert.
I put this trend line on the 5 minute.
Okay.
I think I made it on the 5. And then I just put an alert to alert me when it's crossing. We got the gap down. I like when we gap down. But for the most part, I just assume that Sundays, from my experience, the majority of the time we go up on Sundays. Obviously, we come back down, but a lot of times we come up. That like once you get in, if you just don't mess with it majority of the time, it just like goes. It goes slow, but it goes. We are at a bounce area. Could come down a little bit lower. Yeah. So now on the 5 minute chart, I believe I have my alert on for negative 100 on the CCI. Like just keep putting your alerts there. And then I got it for crossing up. So alert me when it crosses up on the CCI. Because by the time it starts hitting this crossing up, the MACD or the PPO should be turning light red. And we need that trend line crossing. Also, we want to get the retest, like all the stuff from the checklist. So yeah, let's also talk about like trend line stuff, the different ways. Remember, I was showing you guys like how we could hit a bounce, well, an area, and how you want to wait for price to get above the level and use that as a support. With trend lines, it's a few ways that these things can work too. Let me see if I can find the empty spots. Okay, let's erase this. And this is what I find the different ways with trend lines, how they can go. Imagine if this is the trend line. So now price can, where's that? Let's see. Okay, so price can be coming down. Now it hits let me ask one. Okay, it's crossing the trend line. It's coming up and then it can reject off the trend line, come back down, right? That's one way. Okay, we got the trend line crossing.
Mhm.
So things that can happen here. A person could get in right here. This is about the individual, right? A person could get in. Some people get in right at the trend line crossing. Yes, they could. A person could. You can. Okay. And then, or a person could wait, be like, nope, I want us to get a retest. It depends on your risk tolerance. Okay. So if you wanted to get in right there, if plenty of people like that's an easier entry. I don't have to really wait. Yes, I might end up in drawdown. It is a little bit more riskier, but at the same time, at least you in the trade without having to overthink. That's an option. Okay. So also just knowing what's your personality. Because now, like say for instance, there's times when the trend line breaks and it just keep going and you be like, damn, I feel like I missed the trade because it ain't really coming back. So either one of these things could work. It's up to you as the individual because sometimes it can go all the way up there. You'd be like, damn, that was a whole trade that I just missed. And then it comes back and now you're getting in on that one. You feel like, okay, I got in, but I just missed a bunch of stuff. It's really about the individual. A person could get in right there, depending on how you like to trade. A person could get in right there, but also if you're not in alignment, right? We're in a good spot because we're at a bounce level, but it could be risky where you get in and then now it pulls right back without the retest. So trading is an individual sport. So I'm teaching you guys a certain way, but I want y'all to make it your own. Make it work for you. Okay, like you see how now we didn't get no red yet. We didn't get no red yet. So it's time. Oh, it's times where I did both, and sometimes I won some, and it's times where I'm happy that I got in just at the trend line break and not waited for the retest. But then it's times where I didn't wait for the retest, and I'd be like, shit, I should have waited for the retest. So it's just a personal journey. Okay, let me finish talking about this trend line thing. I want to see some red before we get in. Oh, let's use the fib. So I keep forgetting. Okay, let's see down. So we're trying to see where the retracement could be. 61.8 could be right around in here. Likely. Just keep forgetting if he said this. So here's the thing, like once you like, okay, you see it moving, right? And now you be like, dang, I should have got in. And then now it makes you want to get in right here because you feel like it might not come back. And it'd be like, soon as you get in, this gonna be the spot where it come back. And then you're gonna be in drawdown. It's like that, I swear. That's been my experience for all the times I traded this. So I feel like pick one and stick to it. Where's this thing? What was I looking for this fib? Trying to see. Retracing. What's up? Hey, we got the crossing the fib thingy. Hopefully we get some red soon. Right here. Look. It's gone. This is the hardest part. If you get a pullback. If that thing go all the way up here without no pullback, that is painful. So you guys, question, what, based off of what I said about the trend line break, what would be your like trading style? Waiting for the retest or getting in at the break? Because how many points was this? This was damn near 10 points. That's 100% if we, without no retest on the 5 minute. What do you think based off of your personality? And then, okay, here's the CCI setup now. So let's see, it should be here. So this is ready for entry, but I want to see some red, and I'm so pissed that it's not any red here. But the CCI is there. So look at everything there, you guys. Right here and there. I need to see some red though, because you know it's gonna be coming soon. Or if it's not red, some type of wick that comes down here. But you guys, what can you tell me if anybody can talk? What is your preference like with the strategy? Waiting on the retest or taking it at the break of the trend line?
Retest.
I'm I'm a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I sometimes take the yeah, I after blowing my money I'm leaning on the retest.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so we got I think I got it upside down. So now, but here's the other thing. Sometimes you don't get a retest if we are trending on the hour. So it's not, we're not really getting, okay, let's see if we're getting it. Because it's
That's
don't
what I was
like
about to
it's
say,
pushing back.
Jasmine. Sometimes there is no retest, right?
Exactly. Sometimes it's not, or especially like when it's a lot of volume, you don't really get that reset. So like we're getting it though. We got some red coming. Yes, thank the Lord. It feels like you just being left behind, don't it? Like fuck. That's the part that's hard. That's really the part that's hard. But sometimes you don't get it. So, but also it's about patience. It really is because that is brutal when you see it going without you when you know that was your trade. That's hard. It really is hard. It really is hard. So now, I just keep forgetting which way this freaking when I'm looking for. Okay, I think I got it the right way. 61 point. We got the fib on. So it could be come around to 50 or the 61.8. I want to see it come around to 61.8. But if it keep pushing past here, then we're gonna have to enter because that's just my rule. If it goes back up past the last rejection, you gotta get in. So that's a continuation pattern. And then you see the 5 minute is, look at those lines right here. They're coming kind of going to the side. That kind of shows like consolidation or like their prices moving to the side. Let's see, 5, let's see, 15. Okay, you guys see we got this is good news though because our we got the 15 and the 5, they both down there. We had a bounce level. Coming down to the 61, hopefully when we at 50%. Okay. Okay, this could be an entry. Let's see if we get a green candle somewhere. I think so. One, that's the 15 second. Hit, yep. Just a little.
It's chilly in here. Sorry, people.
Let's see, what is our hour doing? Our CTI is not, I mean, it's pushed up.
Come on. Come here.
Oh, Jazz, I wanted to tell you, all week I've been practicing on the 1 hour,
Uh-huh.
and you were right. It's more stronger. It's like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I think I went in twice because
Mm-hmm.
it happened twice this week,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like I fell asleep and I woke up. I want to say like $500 in profit. Not
Right.
real money. Not real money. I promise
Right.
you, not real money.
But how many contracts did you
Demo.
have?
Huh?
How many contracts did you use?
I did the first time I did one contract. That was then I was like, okay, let me try a bigger contract. And I think I went like 8, no,
Okay.
7. 7 or 8, one of them. I
Okay.
forget. I
So
forget. But I remember it was $500. I was like, oh shoot.
Oh.
I fell asleep and it just went up, up, up. It was like around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it just,
See, look,
yeah,
look what I was
it's
just
more
saying.
stronger.
Yeah, a lot of times, like tonight, look for about 12, between 12 and 2. That's when the 1 hour, but we're already down here on the 1 hour now. So with this strategy right now, honestly, we could wait for the 6 p.m., right? Because I've noticed that 6 p.m. It's giving the market a good hour to, settle. That's good too. But yeah, that 1 hour, I did it a few times this week, but I just have to decide like, man, because I don't want to be trading I just don't like to trade all through the week because I got stuff to do. So okay, you guys, hold on. We're at 50. I'm on 1 minute. We didn't get to 61. Let's see if we could get there. 61 is a great bounce level reverse, but let's see. Get this. We already reached here. 15, 15. So you guys see, I'm setting my alert on all of the things, crossing up -100 on all of them. Go to all the time frames and do that. Always do that because you don't know where the setup is going to happen. Okay. So I just did on the 15. One's coming down. The 5 is there, but here's our retest, and I got the fib on there. And based off of what I was seeing when we were looking at retests on the fib, it'd be coming down to like the 61. Sometimes it come like it be between the 50 and the 61. It already reached the 50. So now if it does decide to go, I need to see a green candle. And so far we don't really got that on the hour. I mean, not the hour, on the 5 minute. Let's see if we look like it was trying to come. It might be trying to come. Because we reached the 50. Okay.
I don't want no kisses. Get out of my face.
38. I know I'll be bouncing around in time frame. I need to stop. 50. And even if we were to get in on the 50, the 61 is only literally like 3 points away. So it wouldn't be no huge stop loss. Do I got this thing backwards? Because look at the trend line. Let me see. Something. That's not
I was trying to use the fib too. I keep getting confused with it.
Girl, me too. But when I use it, I be loving it. So I keep getting confused too. Like, and then I even printed out something to teach me how to do it. I keep getting confused too. One of them. But this could be a spot though, because it hit the 50, not quite the 61, but it could be a spot for the to go back up. What we at on the 1? Yep, look like some. Trying to see. Okay, you guys tell me. What do y'all think? If I wasn't here and you saw this, what would y'all be thinking? Would you be trying to be getting ready to get in, or what would you be thinking? Oh, let me put that. Dang, I lost a bit. Let me put it back. I like this spot though. Let's see. Y'all don't know? You don't know if you be, if you don't know, just know,
Jazz, you talking about right here on this screen?
yeah, like on just wherever the market is at right now, looking at your own screen or whatever. Like if I
I'd
was here,
wait till the
you
one
start it.
hour close. I'd wait till the 1 hour close and
Right.
see what happens before I get in.
That's what I want to hear. I want to hear what your thought process would be like.
Because then that'll give me a better indication of what's going to happen. Because the first hour, like
Mm-hmm.
you said,
Yep. Because this, and
it's moving real slow.
it always moves slow. Sundays always
On
move slow.
Sundays. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sunday's real slow.
Yeah. That's why you just gotta like if
You
you
just set it and forget it
you
then.
do. That's what you got to do. It ain't no other option. It's like you just find your entry. That's all we're doing right here. We're not going to be able to do much. So at around 6, we should be off of here, and we can get in a trade, whether it's going to be your real money or paper trade, whatever it's going to be. By 6, you should probably, be able to get in a trade if you're looking for one. And if it still is not there, like the hour, let's just say the hour, if you like, I want to wait on this hour to drop below here, to get the hour set up, then don't get into the trade until you get that alert that it dropped below negative 100. So you would go to the hour chart, add alert, double click the alert, and then you can put negative 100 and then put crossing up. So now it won't alert you until it's crossing up. And it can only be crossing up if it first dropped below it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just that it hit it and come back up. It needs to drop below it before it can cross up. So then it won't bother you. So you'd be like, if it don't drop below there, I don't need to know about it. You can do that. Or you can be like, well, look, you see how price is in the middle here? You'd be like, don't alert me until price get back down to one of these demand areas. And while we're waiting, you guys can go on your 4-hour chart and draw your zone. Draw your zones. It should be like 20 points. And I locked mine because I like how they are sitting, how they just sitting. And I don't really have to keep coming back and doing nothing. And I just know that I'm gonna get a higher quality trade if it reaches one of these zones, the top or the bottom of these zones. And so I can pretty much just trade it up to the next zone. And I know that the next zone is 20 points, which is 200%. What am I going to eat tonight? Okay. Okay, so we're here at 30. I think we pushed up to 43. If we would have took this trade from the bottom to here, this was almost like 150% return. Okay, we getting a retest. This looks like we coming back up. Okay, you guys, this looks like we could get an entry. Okay, then we'll pull back. Shoot. I'm just gonna put us in just so we can get something. Where's the full stop? And I'm gonna put RTP. Hate this shit. I don't even know how. Oh my God. I don't even know how it's working. Like this is strange. I don't even know what's happening. How am I in? This is retarded. How am I in with Ford? Like, I don't even know what happened. I'm gonna be trading with Ninja Trader. So I got in the trade because it looks like that retest is pushing up. So all I would do now is I just set it to back to the top of this spot. What? Where's the rest of this stuff? I hate this thing. I don't even know where the rest of these. First off, look where it put me, right? Remember what I was saying in the beginning where our TPs was at if we would have started from here. With 4 micros, which is 200, TP1 would be $800. TP3 is $1,400 with $200 based off of this. I'm not saying that it's gonna work, but that's crazy. So if I were to just put the TP right where the middle of the line is at, I'm in with 4. That'd be 240. 4 micros is the equivalent of 200. So this is 140% play. We up 11 ticks right now. I don't know if I move something. So now that I'm in a trade, I accept the risk. And this is what I do. I accept the risk and then set my stop loss and let it rock on Sundays because you can't really do much. Can't really do much. So, and if you want to know if your stop gets hit, I just set an alert on my stop. Like this could be an exit price because it's coming to match here, but I'm just gonna allow it to push up to here if we get there. And I'm accepting the risk. Trading is all about like you just gotta accept it. If you're scared, get out. Take the little, the money. But now that we got that pullback, it's more in our favor to continue, but anything could happen with trading. You just, what I want to see is it break this level and come up and then do this and then go back up. Oops. Oh no. Did anybody else get in? Or no? Or are you waiting for the 6 p.m. to close of the hour?
I got in on paper trades just to see what it's gonna do.
Okay.
Me too. I
Yeah.
did the same.
Okay. Yeah, this is how you do it. Like the whole thing, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the process, right? Make sure our process is down so that when you do start trading with your real money, that you're not nervous about it. You know how it moves. Like right here, this is a TP area, so we can get a pushback, right? So here's what you can do in something like this. If you are in, let's say you're in 10 ticks, if it was your real money, you can go and pull your stop loss up to break even at this point, and then, allow it to stop you out and you don't lose money, or you can leave your stop loss where it's at and allow the trade to do whatever it's going to do. I can't even, this thing be ridiculous. I don't even know what's, jeez, don't even know. But you guys see, like this is definitely a level where it can stop and reverse. But we're gonna assume that it is gonna continue because it already stopped here and reversed, and that was the retest. So we're gonna just assume, right? Like that's what's gonna be happening for now. And so just accept the risk or whatever. Oh God, what is that? All right, y'all. At 6, we're gonna hop off, and then if we're still in the trade, if it didn't hit a stop loss, just watch what it do. And then here's, let's see where TP1 would be. So, okay, now that we're at the bottom, TP1 could be here. Because we still could be going higher here. Those things could still be valid, but probably not tonight. Hey Lillian, I didn't even know you're here. Okay, let me put the TP1. Okay, everybody. This is where I would say TP1 going back up to that yellow line. Remember the middle of the line. It could be there. So basically, like top of that line. Here's the bottom of this wick. It's likely going to go back to the top of that line or the top of this wick, but it'll hit probably. That's if we get through this level. So this would be my little. What would I do? Oh, this level. This will be like the little TP zone. What level? What time? Okay, I got the 5-minute area should be blue based off of my little color coordinating. So you guys see we hit this level. This is a little, you can see to the left, this is a level that you could have took some money. But I'm anticipating it going to at least this next level. So whatever your risk tolerance is, you would take the money here, trail up here, or hold for the next level and accept the risk. The other thing you could do is put your stop at break even so that if it did come down, you didn't lose anything. You can do that. So I want you guys to decide. So the people who took the paper trade or any type of trade, what's your decision? I want to hear y'all thought process. What y'all want to do this is now calling managing your trade. What do y'all want to do? What's the plan? Monica, Tamika.
Sorry, flipping back to these screens driving me crazy. I think for me, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna let it ride and just see what happens.
Okay.
Me too. I mean, I moved my stop loss, even though I'm paper trading.
Yeah.
I'm see what happens.
Yeah. Where'd you move your stop to?
I moved it above take profit. I mean, above my break even, so by
Okay.
2 points.
Okay, just so that if you did get stopped out, it would cover your fees.
Yeah,
Okay.
just about.
Right.
Roughly.
So now how does it feel in the inside? Like your nervous system, knowing that you won't lose any money.
I feel fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't gonna lose any money anyway because it's paper trading.
I know, but you want to You want to trade that paper like it's your real
It's
money.
real money. Yeah.
You really do. Yeah. When I was doing it with paper trade, like I used to be like so into it because I felt like it was my real money because I knew I was gonna trade it like my real money. So yeah, you wanna try to get those emotions that it would be like, in real life. Don't be like, yeah, whatever, it's just paper trading. That is nope, you don't want to do that because then when you get in there with your real money, you can't even act the same way.
Mm-mm. You be hurt.
You be hurt, can't even breathe. Like, so you got $2, you want to get out. You like can't do nothing. So I swear, you want to try to mimic those emotions, right? Like for real, you really do. Like, if this was my real money, what would I really be doing? Would I be letting
Trailing
it
my
ride?
stock like I did.
Yeah. Be like, would I be letting it ride? Would I be feeling like that? Hell no, I would not be trying to let it ride. I'd be trying to take the money. So yeah. But that's why I want y'all to like learn how to trade the process because if you see like, all right, man, every time if I just let it happen, majority of the time it do hit the take profit, right? If I don't mess with it. But that's where the back testing come in at for you to get that confidence. Let's see what it's doing. So anyway, yes, in the meantime, because we're about to get off of here, you see how slow it's going. Just watch it, set some alerts. You can set an alert by your take profit, by your stop loss, so that if your stop loss gets hit, then you know what that alert is. Or I also be setting alerts next to my take profit. Like, so say for instance, I'm in a trade. I'll just set an alert by my stop loss and set an alert by my take profit. And if I don't hear nothing, then that means one of the two ain't happened. And I don't even got to look at the chart. So that's a
Wait a
good.
minute, Jasmine. You say set an alert by your take profit?
Yeah, like say for you see where I got the take profit, right? Like here's the
Mm-hmm.
level. If y'all in a
Mm-hmm.
trade, my first TP is 75.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a little zone that I made this yellow one. So let me just make this darker real quick. Like right here is dark now. You see
Okay.
this whole little area is from this level because I got it from you see like the body of this red candle at the top.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Mm-hmm.
that level from there, and then the next level I got from the middle of the box. Remember that?
Yes.
So that's why I got that little zone. I don't know where it can stop at from there. It's likely that it'll go to the wick of here, but I don't know, right? So anyway, wherever I got you see the take profit is right here. Wherever I got that at, I'll go and set an alert right there or a little bit before it. Like go
Okay.
and say add alert. Now, whenever price gets to this level, it'll alert me. And I'll be like, oh, it must be close to my TP or something, right?
Okay.
And then, yep,
Okay.
same thing at my stop loss down here. Price is, I'll go and set it a little bit before my stop right there. Now, I don't gotta, you see, where is it at? I don't even see it on there. This thing be acting so janky. I don't know. Should be on there though. Okay, it's on there right here. You can't see it, but it's there. So yeah, and then price, if it comes down there, alert me. If I don't hear no alert for 2 hours, it must not be at either one of them. I don't have to be watching, right?
Right. Okay.
So
Gotcha.
yep, like that. Okay, you ready to go? Yeah, he's here. He's here. Okay, y'all. Let me walk my daughter out outside. So yeah, we'll figure out, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this is TP1. If it pushes through here, TP2 is 755. That's the next one. But yeah, we'll find out. For the ones who did not take a trade, try to wait for the 1 hour CCI, see if that sets up, and then try to take one there. Okay. Other than that, you guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow night. We'll still have class tomorrow night, okay? And we can review
Okay.
what happened. All right, let me walk her out.
Copy.
Okay.
Night.
Good night.
Right.
Good night.